Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Titan Stadium here at Southwest Legacy, where Medina Valley getting set to take on the Legacy Titans. There's 3 games left in the regular season here for Medina Valley. Right now, 8-3 in district play. They're sitting in 3rd place, a half a game ahead of Floresville, who they end the season with next week. At the moment, they have the tiebreaker with them. They won the game at Panther Stadium at Gerald Kemp Field, but nonetheless, there's a big week coming up. They go to Eagle Pass on Tuesday night, and they'll be at Floresville to end the season. So you've got 3 straight road games to end your year. And I'm Jared Lucky, along here with Maury Stein tonight, and we're looking forward to a good ball game here tonight.
Yeah, Jared, I think Panthers need to get ahead, score some runs, give Bobby Peterson some insurance when he steps on that rubber, and just take care of business. Play your own game. Play relaxed out there. You're playing a team that on paper isn't even close to what you should be. So just have some confidence and come out of here unscathed, and let's get a win. Enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the lineups here, and we'll start with the visiting Medina Valley Panthers. They'll lead it off with the pitcher, Bobby Peterson. Center fielder, Gavin Canack, will bat second. The catcher, Whit Joyce, bats third. Cleanup hitters, the shortstop, Aaron Taundry. Tanner Garcia will play left field and bat fifth. 6 hitters, the first baseman, Jake Herb. Manny Ramirez will play right field and bat seventh. The 8 hitters, the DH, Garrett Neighbors. Javi Gonzalez will bat ninth and play second base, while the third baseman, Dalton Gutierrez, being DH for here this evening. Again, for the Panthers, top 3, Peterson pitching, Canack center, Joyce catches. Middle 3, Taundry short, Garst left, Herb first base. And the bottom 3, Ramirez right, Neighbors the DH, and Gonzalez at second with Gutierrez at third base. For the home Legacy Titans, they'll lead it off with the left fielder, Manuel Gia. Rudy Macias will play shortstop and bat second. 3 hitters, the catcher, Eric Sanchez. 4 hitters, the pitcher, D'Angelo Del Valle. Anthony Caballero will bat fifth and play second base. The third baseman, Matthew Garcia, will bat sixth. 7 hitters, the first baseman, Isaiah Cisneros. Ryan Guerra will bat eighth and play center field. And the right fielder, the 9-hitter, Fabian Tiarina. We're going to take a break for the national anthem and come back. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Back here at Titan Stadium here, Southwest ISD, as D'Angelo Del Valle warms things up to his battery mate, Eric Sanchez. Right side of their infield, Isaiah Cisneros and Anthony Caballero. On the left side, Rudy Macias and Matthew Garcia. Into the outfield, Ryan Guerra in center, flanked in right by Fabian Tiarina, and in left by Manuel Gia. For Medina Valley, it will be Bobby Peterson, then Gavin Canack and Whit Joyce coming up here to lead things off in the ball game. Medina Valley run-ruled Southwest Legacy at home earlier this season, a 10-0 win for the Panthers. Medina Valley sitting at 8-3 in district play. Their 3 losses were to Southwest and then 2 losses to McCullum. Both times lost 1 in extra innings, lost the second one right at the end. Both very good ball games. Unfortunately, Medina Valley just had some problems hitting the ball against the McCullum pitching. But they'll have Del Valle here tonight. I've seen him pitch against Medina Valley last year a couple of times over the course of the last few years. But we'll see if the Panthers can jump on him early here. Bobby Peterson's going to lead things off. He'll see if he can help his own cause out here as he's going to go to the hill tonight.
Have to mention the wind a little bit, Jared. The wind is blowing from right to left. So anything up in the air at any point in the ball game, even in foul ball territory, you cannot give up on it.
And blowing about 20 miles an hour out to left field.
Yeah, it seems like this last month we've been up in Lubbock area where the wind's been blowing around here.
Yes, and a coworker of mine took a video of literally a tumbleweed down here in South Texas. I mean, and it was huge, and just rolling along down the road, and it's sent us all to that and was like, what are we in Lubbock? We're in North Texas, you know?
Exactly.
What did we?
Taking a break
they
in the
stopped
action.
because the national anthem's playing at the softball field.
Right, so everybody is standing paying.
I was looking, I was like, everybody's facing the opposite way. We just did this.
Facing the allegiance to the flag in center field on a softball field.
But we're ready to the scoreboard here in left field. Nice stadium here
Jerry, you
at
got
Titan
better
Stadium.
Eyes than I do. What are the dimensions?
311 down the lines. I believe it's 390 to straightaway center field. It's kind of hard to tell because you got the net in the way. That's what's making it hard to look to, but it is 311 down the lines.
Pretty good poke to get it out dead center today.
Yeah, and you got a little bit higher wall out there in center field also to get it up. But, yeah, anything in the air to right or center field is going to be hard to get it out. But he hit it in the air to left. That scoreboard better look out there.
And just want to mention also tonight is the last district game for the girls. They travel to Floresville. They're sitting at a even Baker's dozen, 13-0, looking to go 14-0 and undefeated in district play. Floresville will be a tough matchup down there in Floresville. They always are. So good luck to the softball team, Coach Buentelis. See if they can close out a 14-0 district record.
They've already clinched up the district championship,
right? They clinched it last week already.
Yep,
yes.
And their playoffs will start next week for them.
They have a warm-up game Monday, weather permitting, at Medina Valley at 6 o'clock against a very good Fredericksburg Billy's team who's going to be in the playoffs in 4A. So it should be a good matchup, a warm-up for the playoffs. But
they've been to state a couple of the last few years.
Yes.
Yep. As the throw goes down, they peg it around the infield, and we're ready to get going here.
What a beautiful evening. Other than the wind, you couldn't ask for a nicer Friday evening to play some baseball.
Legacy in their home whites, white jerseys with white pants and the pinstripes, green numbers and letters on the front of the jersey with white caps. Panthers in their black road uniforms with the white and orange trim, orange numbers and orange letter Panthers on the front. And Peterson gets ready to dig in. A right-hand hitter to face Del Valle, the right-hand pitcher, and we're ready to go here at Legacy. Peterson kicking some dirt around. Now we're ready. Del Valle from the first base side of the rubber. And the first pitch of the ball game on the way. It's swung on, popped up high, left side. It's going to get out of play, and it's 0-1 to Peterson to start the ball game.
Aggressive for that first pitch. A lot of the plate. I think Bobby would like to have that swing back.
Yeah, and he's an aggressive hitter. He goes up there looking to swing the bat. He will walk. He's got a he's good with the strike zone but he's up there to hit. He's not up there to take a walk. Center fielder plays him to pull. The 0-1 on the way. Swung on, ripped deep to left field, but that's going to hook. Foul. That's gone if he keeps it fair.
And there's a case of the wind could have blown that one a little out too. And Jared, want to mention also the way this field is configured, the right side of the field has to deal with the sun for about 30 minutes, and it's tough on that right side.
So Peterson in a hole, 0-2. A long, noisy strike on that last pitch. The 0-2 on the way. Swings and pops it up high on the infield. Foul territory. Third baseman coming over. makes the catch in front of his own dugout, and there's one away.
Went from the grass to the shade to catch that ball. Stayed with it, though. Good job by the third baseman staying with that high fly.
Third baseman for Legacy, Matthew Garcia, doing a good job on there. And that will bring up Gavin Canack. Third baseman plays up on the infield grass. Nobody on, one out here in the top of the first. Canack with an open stance. Stares out at Del Valle. Here's the windup and the first pitch to Canack, and he hits one in the air, left center field. Center fielder, left fielder converge. And the left fielder, Manuel Gia, makes the catch, and there's two away.
You could see that wind take effect already, Jared, as that ball was hit not too far from where the center fielder was standing, and the wind took it all the way closer to where the left fielder made the play.
That'll bring up Whit Joyce. Joyce will stand in here as he bats with nobody on, two away here early in the ball game. Top of the first, we're just underway. Del Valle's thrown 4 pitches. He's managed to get 2 outs. Curveball that drops over the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. That's the first pitch that's been taken.
I was going to say all the other ones have been popped
at,
up.
Yep.
Or one
you,
wasn't popped up. It was a shot but foul.
And you wonder how many of them are swinging for that left field fence. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. With that wind blowing out, you just got to wonder, like, is that in the back of their heads? Like, hey, I'm hitting one out of here. When you do that, you've seen what happened.
Yes.
A couple of pop-ups. Ready for the 1-1. Pitch on the way to Joyce. Swings and hits one high in the air. Left side, that's going to get out of play. And it's going to be a ball and 2 strikes to Whit Joyce.
Another one sent up in the atmosphere.
They played Joyce as a pull hitter in the outfield. Infield straight up. Waiting on the 1-2. Del Valle into the windup. Pitch on the way to Joyce, and he swings and hits one in the air to left field, and that's going to slide hook foul out of play. And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Maury, from what I've seen for the first 3 batters, that tells me they're swinging for that left field fence.
Absolutely.
They're swinging for it. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with trying to put your team in front, but at the same time, you want to stick to what's worked this year, and that's been getting on base, getting timely hitting, because if you do this, you're going to develop bad habits.
Right.
Now you're starting
to go
that uppercut
station to
swing.
station.
Yep. You don't want to start getting that uppercut swing, swinging for the fence every time, because you got 2 games left. You're 8-3 in district. You don't want to develop bad habits at this point in the year. 1-2 on the way. Curveball swung on, fisted out the right side. Second baseman will play it. Throw on to first to the pitcher covering, and Del Valle beats him there. It goes 4-1 for the putout, and the side's been retired.
And that play may have seemed routine, but that's not a routine play for the pitcher to come off the mound and cover first base. Showed good footwork there at the base.
Yeah, especially it was a bang-bang play because Joyce was hustling down the line. But the Panthers go in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score yet here at Titan Stadium. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Titan Stadium as Bobby Peterson warms it up to his battery mate, Whit Joyce. Right side of the infield, Jake Herb and Javi Gonzalez. On the left side, Aaron Taundry and Dalton Gutierrez into the outfield. Gavin Canack in center. He's flanked in right by Manny Ramirez and in left by Tanner Garst. Peterson will pitch here this evening, right-handed pitcher. Normal positions in center field, but he's been pitching a little bit with the absence of Thomas Pardo. He'll face Manuel Guia, Rudy Macias, and Eric Sanchez to start the home half of the first inning. And we're ready to go here at the bottom of the first. Medina Valley went quietly in that first inning.
Went quietly, but not because they didn't swing loudly.
Yeah.
They were taking some rips up there off of De Valle.
We'll see how Peterson will navigate through this order for the first time.
What would you say, Jared, watching, what would you say Bobby's go-to pitch?
So I honestly, I've never seen him pitch.
You haven't seen him pitch?
No, he didn't pitch earlier this year with Pardo out. That's why he's come in to pitch. He pitched against the last game against Southwest, which I was not at that ball game. And I think he came in, I think I saw him come in for an inning last year. But watching him warm up, you know, he can throw the fastball. That was a pretty good curveball that he just threw. But I personally, I don't think I've seen him pitch more than an inning. And I haven't seen him pitch this year. Pardo's been out of the lineup for about the last 3 or 4 games. As that throw went down from Joyce, and we're ready to go here as Manuel Guia will get ready to dig in. Right-hand batter to lead things off against the right-hand pitcher.
Deep in the middle infield.
First pitch on the way from Peterson is low a ball, 1-0. Guia digs back in, the right-hander with a slightly open stance at the plate. Peterson into the windup, the 1-0. Down low again, 2 balls, no strikes. Peterson works from the first base side of the rubber, kicks and brings it. That's over the outside corner for a strike with a fastball, and it's 2-1. Right-hander ready. Pitches down and out, 3-1 now. Peterson.
All 4 of those pitches have been away on the outside part of the plate.
Ready for the 3-1. Here it comes. Over the outside corner, and the count's full, 3-2. Pretty good pitch by Peterson that time. We'll see what he wants to come with here with a full count. Time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. As Bobby will stare back into Whit Joyce. And the payoff pitch on the way. Swings and pops it up right side of the infield. Peterson going to play it himself, makes the catch for the out, and there's 1 away. I know that's not usually something you want your pitcher doing, but he's in normal position center field. So
you're sure?
Yeah.
You're pretty sure with him underneath the ball.
That'll bring up Rudy Macias, shortstop. Nobody on, 1 out here. Right-hand batter. First pitch on the way, and the curveball that stays up, and it's 1-0. It's the first time he's thrown the breaking ball in the ball game. And here's the 1-0. In there for a strike. I think he got that one right above the knees.
Right across the knees. Not much the batter can do with that pitch.
No. Ready for the 1-1. Peterson into the windup. Here it comes. That's down low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Bobby ready again. Right-hander digs in, waves that bat around. Here's the 2-1. Strike called through there right at the letters, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, curveball. He threw it behind him. 3-2.
That was a backdoor
yeah,
there.
That one did not come out of his hand right. You could see it as soon as it left.
That's one where the dugout's hollering, wear it.
Ready for the 3-2. Swings and bounces one up the middle. Taundry will field it on the run. Throws on to first for the out. And there's 2 away.
Good job by the shortstop.
But he's had to throw 6 pitches to each of them, run the count full to both. And that'll bring up Eric Sanchez, the catcher. Nobody on, 2 down here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah. Previous batter maybe getting some grief on that curveball for not backing into it and getting first base free.
He'd have had to back into it pretty good,
yeah,
too.
He would have,
it was behind him. I don't think it was even in the batter's box.
No, it wasn't.
First pitch on the way is outside with a breaking ball for a ball, 1-0. Sanchez, a right-hand batter. And the 1-0 from Peterson comes inside. Tried the breaking ball again and missed, 2-0.
Stands kind of straight up like Correa does. Slightly open stance.
He'll dig back in here. 2-0. That's down low. 3 balls, no strikes.
Bobby's been behind every
Yeah, he hasn't been ahead in the count
batter yet.
He's had a full count on all of them. Now he's 3-0 here to Sanchez with 2 down. Here's the pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a strike as Sanchez thought he had a walk. Home plate umpire said not so fast. And it's 3-1. A delayed call that time by the umpire, too.
It was a delayed call. I could hear Garcia saying, not so fast.
Ready for the 3-1. Here it comes from Peterson. That's inside, and I think it hit him. I think it got him on the thigh right there, and he's going to get on with a hit by pitch. Either way, it had been a ball, so he was getting on with a free pass regardless.
Yep.
That'll bring up Del Valle, the cleanup hitter here. He'll bat with a runner at first and 2 away. First base runner of the ball game is Sanchez, and they're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher.
Number 7.
And Whit Joyce is going to go out and talk to Peterson here. Nice thing here at Legacy is we can sit in the press box here and not have to sit out in that wind.
And hear that.
I know Dwayne and I have talked about that a lot at Gerald Kemp Field. That, you know, that first game we did in district this year, we had a head north wind blowing straight in our face the whole time, dust blowing everywhere. That was one of the more miserable games, and it was cold.
It wasn't too pleasant Tuesday during sitting through that mist and rain half the time.
Oh, yeah. Pitch to Del Valle's inside, 1-0 with a fastball.
You worried about getting everything wet, and you can't put a tarp down where you're sitting or you block the whole bleachers.
Yep. Peterson from the stretch for the first time. He'll come set at the letters. That pitch missed.
Wow. Both of those two pitches could have been
And
strikes.
Peterson showing his displeasure that time, too. And
Well, that was a better pitch than he called a 3-0
Yeah,
pitch to the
exactly.
catcher that was batting just a while ago.
so it's 2-0 instead of a ball and a strike here. The main thing for Bobby is just stay calm. He called that one a strike. That was the same pitch he just threw, and it's
A little
2-1.
higher yet.
Runner takes his lead from first. Not a big one. 2-1 is swung on, hit out towards Gonzalez at second. He'll field it. Throws to Herb at first for the out, and the side has been retired. They get no runs on no hits, a hit batter, and they leave one on base. And so we will go to the second inning. No score yet in the ball game. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Back here at Southwest Legacy, as we go to the second inning, it'll be Aaron Taundry, Tanner Garst, and Jake Herb due up here in the top of the second inning. No score yet in the ball game. As Del Valle warming things up here, getting ready for the second inning. We'll see if Medina Valley is going to continue that swing for the left field fence here, if they're going to try to play a little ball and get on base here. I know that's enticing out there to left field. With
Oh,
that
I'm
wind
sure it
blowing.
is.
As a high school player, you want to hit one out. And Taundry, very capable of doing that.
As was the first three batters.
Oh, yeah. As Aaron Taundry digs in here, right-hand batter. Stands straight away. Del Valle ready into the windup. First pitch of the inning on the way is up high, a ball, 1-0. I think that's the first ball he's thrown that was called a ball.
That
Everything
was called
else
a
has been,
ball.
yeah. Ready for the 1-0. Outside corner called strike, 1-1. A ball and a strike here as Taundry waits. Here's the pitch. That comes up and in. Had him backing out of there, and it's 2-1. Taundry, one of those players, he stands right over the top of the plate.
Yeah, he's on top of it.
Ready for the 2-1. It's on the way. A little wrinkle in that. On the outside corner, 2-2. Looked like just a little cut fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Taundry. Into the windup, here it comes. Curveball swung on, fouled out of play down the right field line, and we'll do it again at 2-2.
Ain't that basically what your difference is between your 2 and your 4? One of them has a little bit of movement more on the fastball.
The 2-seamer's got a little sink to it. He usually moves back towards a right-hand batter. Ready for the 2-2. Here it comes. Swings and fouls it straight back. He took a big rip.
That was a rip.
Good job by Taundry, though, fouling off a couple 2-strike pitches, keeping the at-bat alive. Leading off here in the top of the second. 2-2 on the way again. Swings, and he just got a piece of that to stay alive again. We'll do it again at 2-2. So Aaron will dig back in. Tanner Garst waiting on deck for Medina Valley. Taundry trying to get on here to start the second inning. Another 2-2 from Del Valle. Swung on, popped up high in the air. That's going to get out of play over here behind the Legacy dugout. And we'll do it again at 2-2.
I think Mr. Taundry was looking at one place for that ball to go, and that wasn't to stay in the park.
No, and he's taking some big swings.
My.
He's taking some big rips up here at the plate.
The Panthers aren't getting cheated on the swings.
Ready for another 2-2.
8th pitch in the at-bat, isn't it?
Yep. That's outside, 3-2.
You know, this is what you consider a quality at-bat.
Yes, sir. This is, yep. Well, in Del Valle, he didn't throw a lot of pitches in that first inning, and now Taundry making him work, and he got a piece. The catcher couldn't hang on to that. Taundry stays alive.
Catcher's kind of frustrated with himself. He knows,
yep.
He knows that would have been the 3rd strike if he could have hung on to it.
Sometimes, that batter just gets enough to move it enough.
It doesn't matter what kind of reflexes you have when it's that quick.
10th pitch of the at-bat on the way. In the dirt, and he walked him. Good at-bat by Taundry.
Absolutely.
So a leadoff walk, and it'll bring up Tanner Garst. Garst, a right-hand hitter, will stand in here with a runner at first and nobody out. Third baseman on the edge of the infield grass. Taundry with a lead over at first. Garst swings and rips one foul up the third base line. And it's 0-1.
And Garst's not being cheated.
No.
Panthers are just ahead of the ball a little bit. If they just sit back and wait about a quarter of a second, those balls will be in fair ball territory instead of foul.
Yep. Almost just have to hold those hands through just a little longer.
Keep the bat through the plane.
Ready for the 0-1. It's on the way, and that's swung on and golfed into left field for a base hit. That's going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. Taundry on his way to third, and they're going to send him home. The throw's not going to be in time, and now here comes Garst for third. The throw's there. The catcher's going to tag him out. As Garst was very, very late going to third. Nobody was covering the bag as that throw from the left fielder was way offline. A run does score. It's an RBI double for Garst. He's thrown out going to third. And how crazy is that? So the put out goes 7-3-2, and he's out at third.
Yeah. Well, that was a heads-up play by the catcher.
Yes, it was.
Going down there to cover third because there was nobody there. A great play by the catcher.
So a 1-0 lead for the Panthers.
And really, Jared, if you want to look at it, that's terrible base running.
Yeah.
Because Garcia should have been standing on third, no problem.
No, he should have taken off a lot sooner. He didn't realize that no one was covering the bag, and by the time he took off, the catcher was halfway up the line. That pitch misses. It's 2-0 here to Jake Herb.
It's tough to make that first out at third base.
Yep. Cardinal rule. Pitch is down low, and it's 3-0 to Herb. Jake, Maury, Dwayne, and I have talked about this. He's one of those batters that he gets his swings in, but he's one of those good luck hitters. You know, he always seems to pop up to left field that the wind carries and bloops in, and he just finds ways to get on base. It's not always pretty, but he finds a way to do it.
There's one in every lineup, isn't there?
Yeah. Three and 0 to Herb. Nobody on. 1 out here in the inning. Up high. Oh, late called strike. High strike called that time.
Wow.
3-1. Kind of a neighborhood call there.
Whew. Mr. Rogers have been all over the neighborhood behind the plate so far.
The 3-1 to Herb is over for a strike.
I was going to say, if that one before that was a strike, that
That
definitely was. That was center cut there.
Ready for a payoff pitch to Jake Herb. Del Valle still pitching from the stretch here. There's a swing and a shot foul up the third base line. Just a little out in front of it.
Yep. If that one stays fair, that rolls around in the corner. That's probably a double for sure.
Well, the way, you know, if you look at the way this is configured here, so it's not straight out in the outfield. It kind of domes around and curves. When that ball hit the wall earlier, it actually kicked back towards center field away from the left fielder. It's kind of reminiscent of, you know, right field at Fenway. How it loops back in.
Yeah.
And that's going to hit Herb in the hamstring.
He was either going to walk or get hit. So.
So Herb aboard with a free pass hit by pitch, and that'll bring up Manny Ramirez. Runner at first. There's one away. A run in the inning. It's 1-0 Medina Valley here, top of the second. As getting some more baseballs here for the home plate umpire. You know, one of the things that Medina Valley doesn't have, Maury, no left-handed bats.
None at all.
None at all. Runner at first. Herb, not with a big lead, squares to bunt, bunts it high in the air and foul back out of play. Kind of threw those hands at it that time, and that's why he popped that bunt up, and it's 0-1.
You got to commit. You're sacrificing to get the runner over. You're not sacrificing for a base hit. You're giving yourself up, basically, to move that runner in scoring position.
Yep. Ramirez batting. Garrett Neighbors waiting on deck for Medina Valley. Right-hander will dig back in. Herb leads away from first. Ramirez swings and lines one into left field for a base hit. With the play in front of him, Herb will stop at second, but there's first and second now with one away. Probably a good thing he fouled that bunt off.
Well, and Ramirez sat back and waited on that pitch.
Yeah, he did, and you know, he just put it right between short and third, put it where nobody was, and
hit it in the 5-6 gap.
Got a knockout of it, and it'll bring up Garrett Neighbors.
Sad thing is, if there wouldn't have been a running blunder, that would have been the second run.
Yep. And there'd still be nobody out.
Exactly.
Neighbors stands in here. First and second, one away. He swings and taps one foul back to the screen, 0-1. And Del Valle's having to work here. He only threw about 8 or 9 pitches in the first inning. He's up to 32 now here. And there's only one out. Ooh, big rip, came up empty on a high fastball, and Neighbors in a hole, 0-2. Garrett waves that bat around. Del Valle comes set, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch, and that's swung on and lined into center, and that's going to get down. And the center fielder going to throw on to third base, and they're going to get the force out at third. It's going to go 8-5 for the put out on the force. Herb had to kind of hold up there in between because the center fielder was coming in to make a play on that. He got kind of hung up on no man's land. Nothing he could really do there.
No, that's not a base runner mistake there. That was just where the ball was hit.
Yep. It ends up being a fielder's choice.
I'm actually, like you, I actually thought the center fielder was actually going to catch that ball.
Yeah. So that's 2 away. Runners at first and second now for Javi Gonzalez. Right-hand batter. First and second, 2 away. And the sad thing is his Neighbors doesn't get a base hit out of that because they made the out.
Up, he gets a fielder's choice.
No balls and a strike. That swung on and hit fair ball into the left field corner. That's going to get 1 run home. Stop sign at third for Neighbors, cruising into second base with a doubles Gonzalez, and it's 2-0 Medina Valley.
Yeah, that ball bounced right over the base.
And that'll turn the lineup over to Peterson at the top of the order. Second and third with 2 away here. A chance for Peterson to kind of bust this game open. Just missed a home run in his first at bat. He popped out to third. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game, but he's got a chance here to help his own cause. He's got a 2-0 lead. He's got a chance to drive in some more runs. Del Valle from the windup with a runner at third, and that curveball is in there for a strike. Just managed to drop into the strike zone. Peterson's probably saying, "You going to call that for him? You better call that for me." 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball, inside corner.
That was a good pitch.
Yeah, it was. 0-2. Peterson gave up on that.
Yeah, he did.
Came back over the inside corner. Time to shorten that swing up. 0-2 on the way. Oh, the catcher thought he had him rung up. Home plate
and
umpire
so did
said
the
no.
pitcher and the second baseman. We're all heading to the dugout. That was close.
Yeah, that's a close pitch to take.
Woo,
Hard to take with an 0-2.
Absolutely. With 2 strikes, wow.
1-2 to Peterson now. And Peterson calls time. Steps out on Del Valle, and he'll get ready to climb back up in there with a 1-2 count. Runners at second and third with 2 away here in the top of the second. And there's a swing and a miss on a high fastball, and he gets Peterson. First strikeout of the ball game for Del Valle. But the Panthers do get 2 runs on 3 hits. A walk and a hit batsman mixed in there, and they leave 2 on base. And so we will go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We dealer sold a car salesman got a commission, his wife bought groceries, the checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
We're back here at Southwest Legacy as we go to the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 Medina Valley leading the Titans. And Bobby Peterson ready to work here in the second. He will be facing the 5, 6, 7 hitters. It'll be Anthony Caballero, Matthew Garcia, and Isaiah Cisneros due up. And Caballero will stand in. Leading off here in the second, his team now trailing by 2. We'll see how Peterson settles into the ball game, and the first pitch is down and out for a ball, 1-0. Peterson threw 21 pitches in that first inning. We'll see if he can get a quick inning here and kind of get that count back under control as he deals a ball outside, 2-0. Strike called over the outside corner, 3-1, or 2-1 rather. Into the windup, 2-1 on the way. Swings and fouls one to the Medina Valley dugout, and it's 2-2. Boy, he was late on that swing.
Very late.
Pitch was in on the hands. He just sucked those hands in. The bat was facing toward the dugout. You could see it when it hit it. Ready for the 2-2. Peterson ready. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Down in the dirt, 3-2. Another full count to another batter. Three-two on the way. High, and he walked him. So a leadoff walk to Caballero, and it'll bring up Matthew Garcia. First walk issued by Peterson in the ball game. And Garcia will stand in here with a runner at first and nobody out.
It looked like some kind of breaking ball he tried to throw there with that full count.
Yeah, and it just stayed up. It didn't break. No, we've seen he's got a pretty good curveball. I don't know if he tries to throw a little slider in there. Squares the bunt. Oh, and he bunts it.
That got him in the cheek.
That got him in the cheek off the bat. Why'd you send him to first? That's a swing. That's a foul ball. It's a strike.
It foul tipped him in the face.
It doesn't matter if it hit you. If you swung at it, it's a strike.
Yeah, it went off the bat.
I mean, I feel for him. I don't want him to be hurt. I hope he's okay, but by rule, that's a strike.
Yeah. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
It's a shock to the system, though.
Oh, yeah.
Got the trainer out looking at him.
It looked like it caught him in the left cheek.
Yes.
But you wonder,
I'm glad he had his head turned a little bit.
Yeah.
It didn't hit the frontal part.
Yeah, well, the other thing is you got to worry about, well, they were giving him kind of concussion protocol there, but those seams spinning can cut you too.
Yes. Glad to see the young man's okay.
You know, the other thing, over the years, those seams have kind of shrunk into the ball. Used to, they stuck up a lot more.
Well, they're not giving the pitcher a chance.
No,
they want
they-
everybody to hit
Well, look,
the ball.
They lowered the mound. They did that, everything else. Squared to bunt, thought about it, laid off a high pitch, and it's 1-1. Well, and that's the thing. They want to complain that baseball takes too long. Well, when you score 9 runs a game because everyone hits it, it's going to take longer.
Yep.
Squares to bunt, bunts it. Back to the pitcher, Peterson. He'll throw on to first for the out. The sacrifice is good. It goes 1-3 for the putout. To second base goes Caballero, and it's 1 away here in the bottom of the second.
I think if there had been a little bit better communication there,
They
Bobby
had
had a chance
Oh.
easy at second base.
Yes, I'm with you right there, Maury. I think he had a play at second base. And that's nothing on Peterson. That's honestly
That's
Whit
usually
Joyce, the catcher having to say go two.
You got time at 2. You got time for 2. But
That'll bring up Isaiah Cisneros. He's got a runner at second base with 1 away. Chance to try to cut into the Medina Valley lead. Peterson set at the letters. Runner broke but stayed there. A nice curveball over the outside corner, 0-1. Looked like he was going to go there. He faked it.
he had a pretty good fake there.
Cisneros, right-hand batter, open stance. 0-1 on the way, is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. First time they've had a runner in scoring position in the ball game here. Still without the help of a hit in the ball game. Pitch on the way, that's down and out, 2-1. Hit by pitch and a walk is how they've gotten their base runners so far in the ball game. Down and out, 3 balls and a strike.
Looks like Bobby's holding on to the ball
A little too long. Yeah, everything that's missed has been to that outside edge. And Coach Garza is going to come out and talk to him a little bit here. Try to, settle him down. Maybe tell him, like, hey, we see something in your mechanics,
And if it's been a while since he's been on the mound, how many times has he been throwing any bullpen sessions,
Right. You got a runner at second. You've fallen behind 3-1 to their number 7 hitter.
You have first base open, so
Yep.
a walk here is not going to hurt you. You put a force at any base.
As Coach Garza walks back to the dugout, the powwow on the hill is over, and we're ready to go here. 3-1 count to Cisneros. And the first baseman will dig back in. Ready for the 3-1 as Peterson comes set at the letters. Kicks and brings it, and that's fouled back to the screen, and it's 3-2.
It wasn't much of a stop.
No.
It wasn't much of a pause at all.
I thought he actually moved. I thought they were going to call
I thought
it.
he flinched. I thought he balked right there. Because the glove never,
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of hitched it a little bit.
And by rule, you have to come set for 1 second before making any kind of move. As Cisneros asked for time.
And I thought he kind of brought it and then moved it again. And then again, yeah.
And you see more and more pitchers these days like pushing the limit of that with the movement and what they can do.
What they can get away with.
As Peterson set. Called strike 3 over the outside corner as Cisneros down looking. First strikeout of the game for Peterson, and there's 2 away. Nice fastball at the knees that time. He froze him. I think he thought he had a walk. Low strike called, and it'll bring up Ryan Guerra.
Too close to take.
Yeah. Runner at second. 2 away here in the second. And Guerra with a closed stance here. I mean, he's pointing down the first baseline. Pitch on the way. That's in the dirt, ball one. And you know the thing is,
I don't remember if I've ever seen a stance
well,
like that, but he opens it up when the pitch is thrown
He opens
home.
it up, but the thing is that his back foot is so far out that when he brings it back, how do you cover the outside of the plate?
You can't.
The only person I've ever seen stand any kind of similar was Alfonso Soriano. He had that closed stance like that, but
his back foot wasn't
that far out.
There, no.
That was a strike called. Ready for the 1-1. Here it comes from Peterson. That's down and out, 2-1.
He's got that lead foot halfway across the white of the inside part of the batter's box. That front toe is almost touching home plate.
2 balls and a strike here to Guerra. Yeah, you're right. It's almost, that front toe's like on the edge of being out of the batter's box. 2-1 on the way. Swing, check swing, went through.
But as you know as well as I do, it's got to be completely out. If it's touching anything, that's legal.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes curveball inside, 3-2. Counts run full. 41 pitches for Peterson here, and we're not through 2 innings.
It's a lot.
Almost 3 innings worth.
Because he's not getting ahead of the batters.
Yeah, he's running. He's had a full count on all but about 1. 3-2 on the way. Called strike 3 over the inside corner. Back-to-back punch-outs for Peterson to end the inning. And they get no runs on no hits, a walk, and they strand 1 at second base. And so we'll go to the 3rd inning, 2-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925, with one simple goal: to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services for local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal Housing Lender. Member FDIC.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back here to Southwest. Top of the 3rd here, 2-0 Medina Valley leading, and it'll be Gavin Canack to lead things off for Medina Valley. Then Whit Joyce and Aaron Taundry coming up here in the inning. Del Valle out there to work here in the third. And Canack 0 for 1. He flew out to left field his only time in, and he takes a breaking ball over the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Outfield playing shallow in right and center. Pitch on the way. Swings and fouls one back. Another breaking ball over the screen. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Up and out of there, 1-2. Way upstairs.
Yep, that was a no-doubter.
Catcher had to come out of his crouch to get it. And the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Came up empty. Second strikeout of the ball game for Del Valle, and there's one away. And that'll bring up Taundry, or bring up Whit Joyce, rather. Joyce grounded out to second, his only time in. 0 for 1. Into the windup, here it comes. Outside corner, another nice breaking ball in there, and it's 0-1.
Ahead in the count
Yep.
again. Very efficient on those first pitch strikes.
Here's the 0-1. Ooh, outside corner, 0-2. Looked a bit outside. Got the call. So Joyce in a hole 0-2. Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ready for another 1-2. Del Valle into the windup. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt on the outside corner, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Whit.
Looked like he just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Two and two. Kicks and brings it. Swings and hits one on the ground to short. Shortstop plays it on the short hop, throws to first, and it gets past the first baseman. We'll see how they score that, if it'll be a hit or an error, because Joyce was right there. Close bang-bang play at first. Joyce will be aboard with 1 away. They give an error.
I would have to have.
Yeah, an E6 on the throw. And that'll bring up Taundry, who walked his only time in. No official at bat yet in the ball game. He's got Joyce at first with 1 away, and it looks like they're going to let Whit run for himself. You know, sometimes they use the courtesy runner for him.
Well, the way he got down that line,
yeah.
I can see why you let him run for himself.
That pitch is down and in a ball, 1-0.
Later in the game, if you're exhausted a little bit, maybe
yeah.
you've caught quite a few pitches, I could see that, but
Taundry had a 10-pitch at bat in his last AB. Ended up with a walk out of it. Had some good swings, and he swings and fouls one out of play right side, 1-1. And Taundry's one of those players that will do that. He's going to give you good at bats. Usually not going to chase a lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone.
that's unusual for a person batting in the 4 spot.
Yeah. Usually
you're one of those free swingers.
Outside a ball.
That just shows right there
Yep.
the discipline, because that wasn't off the plate much.
No, usually your 4 hitter's a hit it out or strikeout kind of guy. There's a swing and a big swing and a bouncer foul.
And with your analytics baseball that you love so much, that's
don't get me
that's
started
all they
on
talk about. Well, if he hits a home run and one time out of 6 and strikeouts the other, well, that evens it out.
No,
Not according to me, it doesn't.
Don't get me started on analytics. How many times have we seen, because of the shift, players, up near the coconut, he had to get out of the way. 3-2. You see the shift, player hits it right where the second baseman or the shortstop should have been. Would have been an out, instead base hit. It's aggravating. And why wouldn't you, as a left-handed batter, why wouldn't you bunt? I still haven't figured that out.
I ain't figured out why
Because the third
none of
baseman plays where the shortstop is. If you just lay any kind of bunt down the third base line, you got a base hit. They'll stop doing that.
I agree.
That pitch is up, and he walked him.
But until they start doing it, you ain't going to see
Yeah.
it. Too much pride.
Then-
you want to
then
battle a shift instead of using it to your advantage.
Then last year, one of the better hitters in baseball did that. Got a lot of ridicule for it. And it's like, he got a base hit,
Yep.
got on base. What more do you want?
Exactly, because he didn't hit it to the fence and get an RBI.
Yeah. Well, and there was no one on base.
Yeah, well.
First and second now with one away for Garst.
Should do away with that shift in the first place.
Yeah. Garst had an RBI double his only time in. Was thrown out at third. And that's high a ball. 2-0. Garst in another RBI spot here. He's got runners at first and second with one out. Big opportunity here to drive in some runs.
Get you some insurance here. Got a score from Floresville. Medina Valley softball team is up 4-0 going into the bottom of the third. So softball team looks like it's in good shape through 2.5.
Del Valle set, checks on Joyce at second. Here's the pitch. Called strike, outside corner, 2-1. Oh, that's a swing, but it hit him.
I think it went off the bat.
Yep. It's going to
The
be 2
knob of the
balls,
bat.
2 strikes. And that was, he swung at it, but that was I'm getting out of the way.
Yep.
And Herb's asking about it, but, if the bat went through the strike zone, it's a strike.
Yep. You're right.
And I think they're going to ask.
Well, and if the ball hit the bat.
Well, I don't know if it did
Yeah.
or not, but I think what they want is to at least ask if he swung or not, but I don't know why you'd have to go out there and talk to him. Because that's the thing. That's the only thing to me that they could ask is, did the bat go through the zone or not?
Right. I mean, he did turn, but I would say it has to be a strike.
And it is. Coach Herb not happy. Kind of threw the little hand wave at him at the end there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I kind of think that was the right call.
I think it was too. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Garst. I mean, you gotta stand up for your batter. I understand where he's coming from too, but I think in the end they made the right call. Thought about it, laid off of that pitch in the dirt, and the count's full, 3-2. So a payoff pitch upcoming here to Garst with runners at first and second and 1 away. It's 60 pitches now in the ball game for Del Valle, and he's gone through 2 1/3. He's thrown 4 innings worth of pitches in this ball game.
Both pitchers haven't made it easy on themselves.
No, not at all. High, and he walked him. Then the bases are loaded. So an error and back-to-back walks. Third walk issued by Del Valle, and all of a sudden, here's Jake Herb with the bases loaded and one out. First base and third base play up on the infield grass. Second base plays a double play depth to try to end the inning.
First time we've went from a windup, isn't it?
Swing and a miss. No, he pitched from the windup early in the ballgame, yeah. Herb came up empty 0-1. But he was pitching from the stretch earlier with nobody on base. Yeah. You're right. Ready for the 0-1 to Herb. Here it comes. There's a called strike down at the knees, and it's 0-2. Good fastball that time by Del Valle, and you got a chance here with the bases loaded to bust this open. Got to take advantage here. Into the windup, 0-2 on the way. Called strike 3, got him on the outside corner. Third strikeout by Del Valle. First one looking, and there's 2 down. And it'll bring up Manny Ramirez, who needs a 2-out pick-me-up here. Ramirez 1 for 1. He singled his only time in.
Hit it right in between the 5-6 gap.
And now
it's a big point of the ball game right now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you got the bases. Yeah, the bases loaded with 1 out. They're still loaded with 2 down now. No runs in the inning so far. And the catcher's gone out to talk to Del Valle.
Now you're going to have a courtesy runner for Whit Joyce.
Yep.
To get him ready for the next inning. Number 15 for the Panthers.
And that is, I think that's Connor Dillard, but I'm not. They don't put the numbers on here. That's real good. Oh, yeah, they did. Javi Gonzalez.
Need Ramirez here to come through with a big 2-out hit here.
He stands in 1 for 1. Straightaway stance. Bases loaded. 2 down. Del Valle from the windup. Here's the pitch. Outside corner. Called strike. 0-1.
You know, since he's went back to the windup,
he's
a different pitcher.
Yeah, he's been hitting his spots. And they're going to try to throw to second. He throws it into center field. And that's going to score a run. It'll move the runners up each 90 feet. So the error by the pitcher throwing it into center field, and it's 3-0. Wow, I cannot. They're trying to get themselves out of the inning, but you're setting yourself up for that. You had a chance to get out with no runs scored.
A good throw would have had him, but I still don't see throwing behind the lead runner. Wow.
Now Ramirez lines one into left center field. Left fielder going back, still back, and it's going to one-hop off the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Into second goes Ramirez with a 2-run double, and it's 5-0 Medina Valley.
That was a blast by Ramirez. One bounced into the bottom of the fence.
How about a 2-out hit there for Ramirez, and that'll bring up Garrett Neighbors. Neighbors, fielder's choice in his last at-bat. Would have been a single to center field, but because of the way that the center fielder came in on it, the runner at second, Herb, had to hold up, was thrown out from center field at third on the force play.
Look at the room, Jared, down the right field line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
now
he's moving over the
They're moving over now. And say, wow, that's a bunch of room.
Neighbors waits. Del Valle from the stretch checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Outside corner called strike, 0-1. 5-0 lead here. Panthers have hit them 4-0. Outscored them 5-0. Inside, almost nicked him, 1-1. Just did spin out of the way there.
Well, and it was an error that started this inning off.
Yep. Pitch to Neighbors. Down low, 2-1. Del Valle set. Pitch on the way, down low, 3-1. That's the 70th pitch for Del Valle in the ball game.
A pretty efficient softball game. The ball game's already over, and they started at 7 o'clock also, and we're only in the top of the third.
There's a high pop-up center field. Center fielder calling for it. Under it, makes the catch for the out. And the side's been retired, but the Panthers put up 3 runs on 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 errors mixed in there, and they leave 1 on base. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. 5-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back here to Southwest Legacy. As we go to the bottom of the third, it's 5-0 Medina Valley leading here. As Peterson's warmed it up. And he'll be facing the 9-1-2 hitters here. It'll be Fabian Tiarina, Manuel Gia, and Rudy Macias due up. And the first pitch is a strike called on the outside corner. I don't think he could have hit that with a wagon tongue, Maury.
No,
that was outside.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't – wow.
But he got the call 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swings and bounces one up the third base line like a bunt. Peterson fields, throws in time to get him at first. What a play by Peterson.
Good scoop there by Herb.
And there's one away.
I thought that had infield single written all over it.
I thought so too, but Peterson managed to pounce on it. That was halfway up the third base line, just as good as a bunt. Just beat him. Bang, bang play at first base.
Yeah, good job by Herb scooping it up. Good job. Good strong throw by Peterson.
And there's one out. We'll turn the lineup over. It'll be Manuel Gia. Swings through that one 0-1. Gia popped out to the pitcher his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Right-hander digs in. Nobody on, one down. Squares to bunt. Bunts through it for a strike. 0-2. That was a high pitch, and he just threw his hands up at it. You know, you're always told if the pitch is above the bat, you pull back.
You start out at the top of the strike zone and move down. You never go up.
Thought about it. They asked for the appeal, and the first base umpire says he went. A strikeout for Peterson, his third of the ball game, and there's 2 away. And it'll bring up Rudy Macias, who grounded out to the shortstop his only time up. He's 0 for 1. Macias digs in. Nobody on. 2 down. Curveball in there for a strike. 0-1. Looks like Peterson settled down a little. He's gotten ahead of these batters.
Yeah, and
That's
this is
the
the
difference.
kind of inning he needs right now to keep that pitch count down.
There's a swing and a line drive into center field for a base hit. That's their first hit of the ball game. And a 2-out single for Macias. And it'll bring up Eric Sanchez, the catcher, who was hit by a pitch, his only time in.
And that hit by pitch was sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
As the catcher Sanchez will walk to the plate. He's got a runner at first with 2 away. Yeah, you mentioned that pitch count, Maury. He's up at 49 pitches. He's already thrown more than 3 innings worth of pitches. We're here in the third with 2 away. Peterson. They're taking a lot of time here to get this batter up here. I mean, at first he had to take his shin guards off because he was the catcher and there were 2 outs. Then it just kind of progressed from there. Now we're ready. Peterson set. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, called strike. That strike zone's getting a little bit bigger as the night goes on. I think he wants to go eat.
Well, so do I, but not that bad.
Ready for the 0-1 as Peterson looks the runner back to first.
I mean, I was in favor of Medina Valley, but how, if you're a batter, how do you even?
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough.
Curveball, swing and a miss, 0-2. Peterson with an 0-2 count here to Sanchez.
I know where this pitch would be.
In the dirt.
Or outside, right there.
Outside corner, called strike 3. Got him.
Oh, my.
Third looking strikeout of the ball game. 4th for Peterson. And the side's been retired.
Why not? Why not go there?
Yeah, if he's going to call it a strike, you got to live on that outside corner. And they get no runs on 1 hit, and they leave 1 on base. We'll go to the 4th inning, 5-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
We're back here at Titan Stadium as we go to the 4th inning. 5-0 Medina Valley leading Southwest Legacy. For the Panthers, it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters. It'll be Javi Gonzalez, then Peterson and Canack due up here as Del Valle stays out there to pitch. He's thrown 71 pitches up to this point in the ball game. And, you know, Maury, the thing is He's been around the strike zone. He's given up 5 hits, 2 errors committed by them, but the thing is he's walked 3 and he's hit 1. So he's just, he's thrown a good game, but at times he's been a little wild. He hasn't got some of the calls. Medina Valley's worked some good at bats against him, and
you got to kind of wonder if they don't try that pickoff play and Medina Valley gets a run out of it and the runners move up, if that's not still thinking in his mind, because Ramirez was down in the count, no balls in 1 strike, and he hit that one in the gap after that pickoff play.
Yeah, the next pitch.
So you never know if that was something that he was thinking about going into that next pitch.
Yep. Gonzalez stands in at an RBI double his only time in. He's 1 for 1. First pitch is swung on in a high pop-up foul territory. Third baseman over.
That's trouble.
And the shortstop tries a sliding attempt at it, but it falls for a strike 0-1.
That's the wind.
Yeah, that's all wind right there. That's really the first time we've seen it really affect the play, Sometimes we see it a lot. Tonight, that was one of the first times it's happened, but if the wind's not blowing, that's a pop out to third.
Oh, absolutely.
So Gonzalez with a 0-1 count here. Gets a swing thanks to Mother Nature. And here's the 0-1. As that's a strike, and it's 0-2.
That better have been a strike, or you might have heard some Titan fans a little upset about that.
Ready for the 0-2 to Gonzalez. Here it comes from Del Valle. On the way. Outside, 1-2. You say outside. You
had to wait.
You never know.
You had to wait.
That was in the left-hand batter's box. Ready for the 1-2. Pitch to Gonzalez. Thought about it, laid off, called strike 3 on the breaking ball. It kind of buckled his knees there, and there's 1 down.
Took him a while to call that.
That's the 4th strikeout for Del Valle in the ball game. And it'll bring up Bobby Peterson. Peterson, 0 for 2. He popped out to third, and he struck out swinging.
That strikeout swinging, that Panthers had some runners in scoring position on that at bat, didn't they?
Yeah, they had first and second with 1 out. There's a swing and a high drive to left. Left fielder going back and looks up, and that's going to 1-hop off the wall. Peterson's going to cruise into second with a 1-out double. Took a big swing that time. He just missed getting it out of here, but a double for Peterson, and he's at second with 1 away.
Good swing.
That'll bring up Canack. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out to left, and he struck out swinging as well. Right-hand batter. Runner at second. 1 down. Del Valle checks the runner. Here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt. Good job by the catcher to get in front of that. Keep that runner at second. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 to Canack, and he swings and hits one high in the air, foul out of play. 1-1.
Still do not see any movement in the Titans bullpen yet, Jared.
No, the other thing you wonder is if the pitcher they bring in is coming from the field too. You never know. But yeah, between innings we haven't seen anyone warming up either. 1 ball, 1 strike to Canack. Swings and rips one foul past Coach Herb at third, and it's 1-2. Canack getting some good swings,
yes,
just unable to straighten it out and get something to show for it. When Peterson was way ahead the first 2 at bats, and then that time he waited on it, Canack, he was ahead earlier in the ball game too, and he still just got to wait that extra little split second. Let that ball travel a little bit farther. Ready for the 1-2. Here it comes. Outside a ball, 2-2. Ooh, he's been calling that a strike.
Yes,
Corey.
he
I thought
has.
he was getting rung up.
I'm with you. I
thought he was getting rung up.
I thought he was going to give him the bow and arrow there.
As Canack steps out. Ready for the 2-2. Del Valle set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got a fastball by him upstairs. And that's 5 strikeouts for Del Valle now in the ball game. And that'll bring up Whit Joyce. Joyce is grounded out to second. Reached on an error. He's 0 for 2. He's got a chance here for a 2-out RBI with a runner at second and 2 down.
Scored the 3rd run of the ball game for the Panthers, correct?
Yes, he did. No, they brought in the courtesy runner when he was at 3rd, remember?
Oh, okay.
They brought in Gonzalez, so no, he doesn't get credit for the run, but his place in the order did. Pitch on the way. Curveball, called strike, 0-1. Pitch there. Joyce gave up on that pitch.
Yeah, he did.
He's been a good 2-out hitter over his career here with the Panthers. Curveball almost came back over the inside corner. It's 1-1. Because any kind of hit here with Peterson's speed, he's scoring from first base. I just can't believe how shallow they're playing in right and center field. Joyce has a lot of power the opposite way. We've seen him drive it to the right center field wall before. Curveball in there for a strike.
It's totally different between the center fielder and the right and the left fielder.
Oh, yeah. Del Valle trying to get out of this, trying to work around a 1-out double by Peterson, and that swung on and lined into left field. That's a base hit. Peterson's going to score. Joyce is headed for second base. The throw just coming in, and he'll cruise in with an RBI double, and it's 6-0.
He dropped his hands perfect on that inside pitch. Just put the hands right through the ball.
And so a 2-out single or 2-out double for Joyce as he comes through with a 2-out hit. And it makes it 6-0 Medina Valley.
You said we don't have a left-handed batter in the lineup.
Oh, so this is Aaron Taundry, so he switch hits.
Yeah, I was going to say he's hitting from the left side.
But he doesn't do that often. He's not like your normal switch hitter. He doesn't always bat left against right-handed pitching, as we saw earlier in the ballgame.
Right.
He's walked twice. He'll bat here with a runner at second and 2 away. Up and out of there, ball 1. I'm kind of surprised with the wind blowing out to left that he is batting left-handed, especially with some of the swings the at-bat he's had. 1-0. Del Valle comes set, checks on Gonzalez at second, and he steps off and looks the runner back. He telegraphed that. You could tell that was coming.
Yep.
Pitch on the way is down in the dirt, 2-0. As the catcher goes out to talk to Del Valle here, he's 2-0 to Taundry. Runner at second base with 2 outs. A run in the inning, it's 6-0. Pretty efficient, 6 runs on 6 hits. Panthers have left 3 on base in the ball game.
Had a runner thrown out at third.
Yep. Taundry waits. Pitch on the way. Up and in. 3-0. 88 pitches now, so
somebody has to start warming up pretty quick.
Well, that's the thing. You can only throw 110 pitches. So he's 22 away from that, and that pitch is low, and he walked him. So the third walk to Taundry in the ball game. Fourth walk issued by Del Valle. And it'll bring up Tanner Garst, who's had an RBI double, and he's 1-for-1 in the ball game.
I'm surprised he hasn't had a visit to the mound from the coach yet.
No, not one in the ball game,
No.
has he?
Uh-uh.
The catcher's gone out and talked to him a couple of times. But a chance here for Garst to drive in some runs. Pitch on the way. Strike through there, 0-1. Oh, and 1 to Garst as he steps out. Right-hand batter waits. Here's the 0-1 upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Waiting on the 1-1. Here it comes. Outside corner, called strike, 1-2. Two on with 2 away.
Wow, I was going to say, step out.
Yeah, Del Valle taking a long time to get in sync with his catcher that time. Waiting on the 1-2. Right-hand batter waving that bat around. Del Valle comes set at the letters. Here's the pitch. Thought about it, laid off of that pitch down low, and it's 2-2.
Deuce is wild, Jared. 2-2-2 and 2-man on.
How about a double from Garst that scores 2?
That'd be 5.
Pitch on the way. Ooh, that was a nice curveball. He had Garst bailing out. He could have been rung out.
Absolutely.
He could have been rung up.
Absolutely.
That pitch was just off the inside corner. So the runners can get a head start here with a 3-2 count. Del Valle comes set. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Nope.
No.
Oh.
Wait. Nope.
That he walked in, but that pitch has been called a strike numerous times in this ball game.
Wow.
Didn't get the benefit that time.
2 pitches in a row that could have been called strikes.
Oh, yeah. And that'll bring up Herb. He's been hit by a pitch, and he struck out looking. He's got the bases loaded with 2 down.
Clutch hit here would be really big.
From the windup with the bases loaded. First pitch to Herb. Strike called.
And that was the pitch that he didn't get called the previous batter.
Yeah,
that was the same curveball.
Exactly.
And that froze Jake.
Waiting on the 0-1. Here it comes. In the dirt, 1-1. A ball and a strike. Into the windup, here it comes. Swings and golfs 1 to left center.
That's trouble.
Left fielder moving over, still over. Reaches up to make the catch. And that wind carried it over to him. And the side has been retired. And the Panthers end up with 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks mixed in, and they leave the bases loaded. And we will go to the bottom of the fourth inning. 6-0 Medina Valley leading, and I think Mari's got a sponsorship to read out here.
Yes, the fourth inning is sponsored by the Four-Way Stop Cafe in Dunley. Daily mouthwatering lunch specials and breakfast served every morning. Located at the Four-Way Stop in Dunley, just a short drive from Castroville. Marco and Nancy Velasquez say thank you and go Panthers. Do we have a pitching change?
It looks like it. Is that going to be Dalton Gutierrez coming in or Javi Gonzalez? I think that's Javi Gonzalez, but we'll see. Is that number 8?
I'm not sure. Yes.
Yeah, and that's Javi Gonzalez, so he'll come in to pitch for Peterson. So Peterson leaves with a 6-0 lead. Worked 3 innings.
Did Bobby move out to center?
Yes. Bobby will go to center. I believe Garst comes to second is what usually happens. Yes, Garst comes to second base. Dalton Gutierrez will go to third, or stay at third. Canack will move to left, and Peterson goes to center.
Cool.
And so Gonzalez will come in here with a 6-run lead as Joyce will throw it down. We've seen Gonzalez come in. We're off too.
What happened?
Well, this.
And these lights don't come on that quick. You did it! You came in and just jinxed everything. I'm just joking. Oh, my.
Uh-oh. Call it 6-0. Maury, what in the world? This is like the lightning delay in Lockhart. Oh, we had a lightning delay during a football game in Lockhart a few years ago. We left the stadium at about 10 to midnight.
Wow. That was Sanchez that pitched. I saw her walk up with ice on her shoulder. That makes sense why they didn't score a run.
She's pretty good.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good in volleyball and basketball. I remember calling her name, too.
Oh, yeah, I did the girls' basketball. Yeah, I remember
She's just a good athlete, period. Yeah.
Well, this isn't worth a rat's ass, Maury.
This kind of stinks. I really didn't want to be here till midnight.
If it's a transformer, it'll be out for a little bit.
Be out for over an hour.
Yeah.
And I may not stay an hour.
No, me neither.
I'm going to call Jeff, tell him we're going home. Yes. No, actually, it's the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go home. Let's go home.
You're not getting an argument out of me. Oh, is it really? And he wants to go home?
Well, I don't think. But if they run him back out, if this goes back and they run him out to start the next inning, that's not good.
No, he needs to be finished.
Because, I mean, he ain't going to make it through the inning. He's going to get to 110. They're going to have to pull him anyway. Really? They'll run him out there until it can't go no more? Well, I can tell you that this umpire is
And all you want is the
I'm
other.
good with his strike zone being big like that, but at least call it for both pitches.
You can be bad, but be consistently bad.
Like he had that batter rung up on that inside pitch. Like that curveball.
When you said that, you're like, okay, this is getting cool out there.
Yeah.
And then he took one outside and he didn't call it a strike too. Same batter.
Exactly.
Well, I hate that delayed call.
I know. We had one a few games ago, and when we're sitting right behind the backstop, we can usually hear them clear. This guy made no noise, so he wouldn't make noise or anything like that, and he was so delayed. It was like, what are you calling? Or what are you doing? He was worse than him, more delayed than him. Hold on. Do we have power? Are we on here?
We gotta have power because the lights are on.
Yeah. No, I mean, are we on? If we're on, yeah, we're on. So if y'all are listening, all the power's out here at the stadium. Except for the press box, apparently. But, yeah, all the lights are out at the stadium.
And disregard anything.
Yeah, disregard anything we said in the meantime.
We thought we were dark. But as professionals as we are, we never said a curse word.
Well, we've only got 10 people viewing. And we didn't say anything negative, just about the umpire.
And if you're watching, everybody agrees.
Well, if you're watching, you can see that it's dark.
Inconsistent, yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna mute it down for a little bit and see what they do here. But we'll let y'all know what's going on. Welcome back, everybody, here at Legacy. So we don't really know what happened, but the lights are back on, obviously. If you're watching this, you can see that. But everything's coming back on here. And
even the wind.
Yeah, even the wind, and we'll get ready to start the bottom of the fourth.
Still don't have no power to the scoreboard, though, I don't think.
So we'll
there we go. Look at there.
It even has memory. We were kind of hoping we get to go home. Well, at one point, the Legacy pitcher Del Valle, I think his dad poked his head in here and was like, "Hey, let's go. Let's call it and go." But Javi Gonzalez is going to warm things up here. So he's going to come in to pitch here in the bottom of the fourth. Peterson went 3 innings. He'll leave with a 6-0 lead as Gonzalez warms things up. We've seen him pitch this year a lot. He throws strikes. He's usually going to give you – he's going to battle for you. He gets a lot of soft contact, gets some ground balls. And he's going to come in here to face Del Valle, Caballero, and Garcia. It'll be the heart of the order, 4, 5, 6 coming up. And we'll hope, if you're a Medina Valley fan, you'll hope that power outage there didn't kind of flip the script in this game, and have a tale of two
halves
here.
But you had done made the pitching move. He had done went out there, so it's not like the pitching move was a result of the little short power outage.
Right. So we're ready to go here as Del Valle will stand in. Him grounded out to the second baseman his only time in. Second baseman at the time was Javi Gonzalez. And we're ready to go. Panthers have out-hit them 6-1, outscored them 6-0. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And the first pitch of the inning on the way is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. One on the way. Bounced it up there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. That's bounced up there, and it's 2 balls and a strike now. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Curveball, called strike, 2-2.
Great pitch.
Gonzalez ready. Del Valle waits. 2-2 on the way. Curveball swung on, fouled out a play down the right side. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here we go with a 2-2. Gonzalez's pitch is swung on, fouled off again. And Del Valle stays alive, and we'll do it again at 2-2.
Good job of fouling off 2 strike pitches, 2 in a row.
Another 2-2, swing and a miss, struck him out with a high fastball. And there's 1 away.
Good pitch.
That'll bring up Anthony Caballero. Walked his only time in, no official at bat in the ball game. He'll stand in with nobody on and one away. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Called strike with a breaking ball over the inside corner. 0-1. The 0-1 on the way. Outside. A ball and a strike. Anytime he throws one out there, you just got to kind of wait and see, because you never know if he's going to call it or not. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss at a pitch on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Del Valle steps out, or Caballero steps out, sorry. Ready for the 1-2. Gonzalez ready into the windup. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Great breaking ball.
Over the inside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. And it'll bring up Matthew Garcia. Garcia, no official at bat, had to sacrifice his only time in. Nobody on, 2 away. Pitch from Gonzalez, fouled off out of play right side, 0-1.
Tell you what, Javi's coming in there throwing strikes. Yep. And you had said he's one that's going to throw a lot of strikes. You like that.
Ready for the 0-1, into the windup, here it comes. Outside corner, called strike, 0-2. Oh, 2 on the way, swing and a miss, flailed after a breaking ball in the outside corner, and he strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, nobody left. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts, and we'll go to the 5th inning. 6-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
When you put money in our bank, you started a chain reaction. We made an auto loan. A local car dealer sold a car salesman got a commission. His wife bought groceries. The checker at the supermarket got a paycheck. You made that happen. Thanks. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back here to Southwest Legacy as we go to the 5th inning. 6-0 Medina Valley leading.
Update from Floresville. The Panthers now trail 5-4 in softball.
Rudy Macias has come on to pitch here for Southwest Legacy. You can close the book on D'Angelo Del Valle. Leaves giving up 6 runs, 5 strikeouts, 2 groundouts, 3 fly balls. 5 walks in the ball game was part of his downfall in this one.
5
and a hit
walks,
by pitch.
a hit by pitch, and 2 big errors.
2 big errors. One of them that was on him. And so Macias will come in and face Manny Ramirez, Garrett Neighbors, and Javi Gonzalez. Ramirez is 2 for 2 in the ball game. He's singled, doubled, and driven in a pair. And he takes a ball, 1-0. Panthers lead at 6-0. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Down and out, 2-0. Ramirez looking to keep his perfect night going. The 2-0 on the way. Swings and pops it up on the infield. Catcher in foul territory. That wind blows all around.
Unbelievable, that wind.
As that ball started out over near on the
on-deck
first base
circle.
side of the on-deck circle, and it ends up back over here on the third base side of home plate. Falls for a strike, 2-1. Got a kind of feel there for Eric Sanchez, who he made a big circle back around there. Ready for the 2-1 to Ramirez. Curveball, high, 3-1.
What would you wait for?
To see if he called it. You never know with him.
I thought he was going to call that one a strike.
Here comes the 3-1 to Ramirez. Swings and lines one into center. Center fielder going back. It's over him. And when they play that shallow, if he plays normal depth, that's an out. Instead, he's just picking the ball up at the wall. Ramirez will cruise into third with a triple. He's a home run away from the cycle, Maury.
Yep. And he just got the hardest one out of the cycle
when
right
he
there.
went single, double, triple in his 3 at-bats. And he's at third with nobody out, and it'll bring up Garrett Neighbors. Neighbors has had a fielder's choice, and he's flown out to center. He's 0 for 2. And look, now the center fielder's backed up, but the right fielder's still playing shallow.
And they're playing on the grass to cut the runner off at home.
That pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Yep, infield's drawn in.
There is still a lot of room in right field, and the right fielder is playing
so shallow.
Way shallow.
Well, and if that's a normal center field, that's an out, that last pitch. But because he was shallow, it's over his head. Neighbors takes a ball, 1-1. It's a curveball that almost came back in over the inside corner. Macias stares in here from the stretch. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Neighbors down to one knee, and it's 1-2.
Just need to make contact here. Just poke something through the infield.
Ready for the 1-2. Here it comes. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball popped away from the catcher, but not far enough for Ramirez to do anything at third. Free tacos. I heard that. Did you?
I heard that.
1-2. Oh, just stayed
Oh,
up.
my.
2-2. We thought he was getting rung up.
Wow.
I think everyone in the press box thought he was getting rung up.
Full count.
So a payoff pitch upcoming to Neighbors. I think Macias thought he had him too.
I think he did too.
So ready for the 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swings and hits one in the air to left center. Left fielder over, under. Makes the catch. Ramirez tagging up. That throws way offline as it goes almost to the Legacy dugout. A sacrifice fly for Neighbors. He drives in a run, and it's 7-0 Medina Valley.
So got the run in.
So a 7-0 lead now for the Panthers. And it'll bring up Javi Gonzalez. Gonzalez, 1 for 2. He had an RBI double and he struck out. Nobody on here with one away in the 5th. Pitch on the way from Macias is on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Like for Gonzalez to get on before they turn this lineup over. Peterson waiting on deck. Here's the 0-1.
Which?
Where was that? A ball and a strike.
I'm just looking to see where the free tacos are at.
That was a good pitch.
That was a good pitch.
Here comes the 1-1. It's on the way. Up and out of there, 2-1. Gonzalez stands in, straightaway stance. And Macias steps off the rubber. Now he'll work from the, well, he went from the stretch to the windup now. Here's the 2-1. Down low, 3 balls and a strike. Waiting on the 3-1, Gonzalez. Pitch on the way. Swings and hits one in the air to center. Center fielder to his right, now backing up a little, makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Squared up on that, but got it up in the wind, and it held up for the center fielder.
And they'll bring up the top of the order. It'll be Peterson, who's 1 for 3. He's popped out, struck out, and doubled. He's also scored a run for the Panthers. Nobody on with 2 away. Pitch to Peterson is a breaking ball over the inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. That's a pitch that's been called a ball numerous times tonight, and he got the benefit of the call that time, did Macias. Here's the 0-1. Swings and lines one to left center field. Center fielder over, and he's going to play it on a hop. Peterson on with a single. He's 2 for 4 now. It'll bring up Gavin Canack.
Thought the center fielder was going to make a play on it, but he kind of took a bad angle on that ball.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have at least a dive attempt at it. And that'll bring up Canack. Canack 0 for 3. He's flown out to left and struck out twice. He's got a runner at first base with 2 away.
7 runs on 7 hits for the Panthers. Or actually 8 hits now after that single from Peterson.
Right-hand batter takes one in the shoulder with on a curveball that backed up on him. And
that hit by pitch is sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That'll bring up Whit Joyce. Joyce has grounded out, reached on an error, and had an RBI double.
What are you rooting for right here?
I'm rooting for a 3-run homer to make it 10-0 so we can get 3 outs and go home. That's what I'm rooting for.
I thought I was the only one rooting for that.
No, I don't think you are. Whit stands in here. One for 3 in the ball game. Here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt, a ball. And it's 1-0. Looks like if Taundry's spot should come up here, he's going to bat left-handed.
Well, he's 0 for 0.
Yeah, he's
Either way.
walked 3 times. There's a swing and a high pop-up into shallow center. Center fielder coming on under it, and the ball drops off his glove. 1 run will score. They're going to wave the trailer. The throw is in time, and I thought he got under it. I don't know why they waved the runner. You'd have had the 10th run at second base.
That makes no sense at all.
Oh.
That makes 0 sense at all.
He waved the trailer. It had to be because there were 2 outs, but that throw was a good throw by the center fielder, and the side's been retired. 1 run does score on the error. That had to be an error, went off his glove. But we'll see what they score it there. But the Panthers do get a pair to make it 8-0. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Kestrelville, or at npchevy.com.
We're back here at Southwest as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's going to be Javi Gonzalez staying on to work here against Cisneros, Guerra, and Tiarina. It'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. And the first pitch of the inning is in there for a strike over the inside corner, 0-1. Gonzalez struck out the side in the previous inning. And that's through there for a strike, 0-2.
And Jarrett, the 5th inning stretch is brought to you by CYA Insurance, locally owned and operated by Rick Moose. Come in for a free quote from Josh or Jackie Herman in our Castroville office located at 806 Old Highway 90 East at the Herman Tax Office, or online at cyainsurancecompany.com or call 830-444-0086. And while that was being read, there was another punch out.
Cisneros with a swing and a miss struck out. 4 Ks now for Gonzalez. It'll bring up Ryan Guerra. Guerra 0 for 1. He struck out looking his only time in. And he takes a strike over the inside. He took a ball. Where was that? Are you kidding me?
Oh, boy.
He's called that a strike how many times? Well, now time
I think
somebody's hollering at him.
Somebody might have said something about that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's looking in the stands, but he's looking on the Legacy side.
Yeah, they're not going to complain on that one.
My goodness.
I think they're looking up here. Can they hear us complaining? No. You got the mic on over there?
The 1-0 on the way. Swing and a miss. Took a big rip. Came up empty, and it's 1-1. No, he didn't hear us. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And so Gonzalez with a 1-2 count on Guerra. Fabian Tiarina waiting on deck for Legacy. Nobody on, one down. Here's the windup, the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 over the outside corner. He rung him up. 5 straight strikeouts for Gonzalez. That's 9 strikeouts of a Legacy hitter in the ball game, and it'll bring up Fabian Tiarina.
5 in a row.
He grounded out to the pitcher his only time up. Was that little swinging bunt that he had. Almost was safe at first. Nobody on, 2 down. Strike called outside corner, 0-1. Oh, 1 on the way, swings and bounces one back to the mound. Gonzalez has it, throws to first for the out.
Quick, easy inning.
And the side's been retired. He's thrown 23 pitches and he sat down 6 batters. And we will go to the 6th. 8-0 Medina Valley leading. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Titan Stadium as we go to the top of the 6th. It's 8-0 Medina Valley leading Southwest. And it's going to be the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up here to face Macias. What? No. Somehow I gave them a run. There we go, 8-0. And Aaron Taundry will stand in. It'll be Taundry, Garst, and Herb. Aaron, no official at bat. He's walked all 3 times to the plate in this ball game. He'll bat from the left side. And he takes a ball, 1-0. Aaron Taundry waits. The 1-0 on the way.
Just watching that first pitch, when the ball got by the catcher there, when did that start where the catcher didn't go get the ball?
Oh, I don't know.
And why did that start? to speed up the game, or why?
Yeah, the on-deck batter's supposed to go get it. There's a big swing and a miss by Taundry.
We didn't do that when we played baseball. If
No,
I
we
missed
didn't
it, I
do
had
that.
to go get it.
No, we didn't do that either.
It started a while back, but I'm wondering why.
Because it's easier on their knees. I don't know. That'd be my thought. 2-1. That come in. Did it hit him? No. 3-1. Maury, you want to hear a fun fact? We started this game at 7 o'clock. The Astros started at 7:05, or 7:10 rather. They're in the top of the 8th inning, and there Taundry gets hit. We're in the top of the 6th, and there's nobody out.
And that hit by pitch is sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. But you got to remember, we had a 20-minute power outage too.
Oh, okay. So Taundry's aboard. No official at bats in this ball game. Walked 3 times and been hit by a pitch. The on base percentage is up though.
Hey, we may get to see
a 10th run still.
No, well,
there's a high pop up. Shortstop going the outfield grass. He's having problems, but he makes the catch. Throw to first, not in time, and there's one away as Garce pops out to the shortstop.
No, I was going to say is we may get to see somebody hit for the cycle.
Oh, yeah, because Ramirez's spot's going to come up here unless they bounce into a double play here with Herb. Jake will stand in. He's been hit, struck out, and flown out to left. 0 for 2 officially. He's got a runner at first with one away. Pitch on the way is swung on and fouled back to the screen. 0-1.
How fitting was that Jake got hit, and it's sponsored by State Farm, and he's not even wearing khakis.
Wow.
How about that fun fact?
Jesus. Ready for the 0-1. Here it comes. In the dirt. Good job by the catcher to stop that. He's done a good job on the plate tonight.
He sure has.
A ball and a strike to Herb. Runner at first with one away. Pitch on the way is a strike called. He thought about swinging at that breaking ball. He laid off, but the umpire said strike, and it's 1-2. There's a swing and a line drive single into left field. Taundry will stop with the play in front of him as the left fielder gets it back in, and there's runners at first and second now.
You already talk about the catching, and that's something that Panther fans over the years have had a luxury of. They've seemed like they've always had a pretty good catcher behind the plate.
Yeah, you're right.
And the one that they have now fits right in with that. With Joyce is a very, very good defensive catcher and offensive at the plate also.
Yep. There's a swing and a line drive into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And the bases are going to be loaded. Manny Ramirez, 4 for 4, 2 singles, a double, and a triple. He didn't get the cycle, but he's 4 for 4. And you got the bases loaded with one out, and Garrett Neighbors will come to the plate. Neighbors, fielder's choice, flown out to center at a sacrifice fly. He drove in a run his last time up. First and second, both bases loaded, one away. 10 hits now in the ball game for the Panthers. That pitch is all outside a ball, 1-0. Pitch to Neighbors. Inside a ball, 2-0. He's got the benefit of 2 calls right there. Those both could have been strikes.
Absolutely.
The umpires called those strikes in this ball game.
Maybe he sees what the score is.
Ready for the
Wants
duo.
to go home.
There's a swing and a bouncer towards second. He'll play it, throw to first for the out. A run scores, so an RBI ground out makes it 9-0. The runners move up to second and third, but now with 2 away. And it'll bring up Javi Gonzalez. Gonzalez bats. Here's the pitch from Macias, and that drops in for a strike. 0-1. Right-hand batter waits. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gonzalez in the ball game had an RBI double, struck out, and flew out to center. Here comes the pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and it's 1-2. He had Gonzalez out in front of that one. Waiting on the 1-2. Kicks and brings it. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think it's a good thing the catcher didn't catch that, because if he might have rung him up.
Yes.
Two and two. Pitch on the way. Swings and fouls it off, out of play. Will stay alive and do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Herb at third, Ramirez at second. A run in the inning. The Panthers lead it 9-0 here in the top of the 6th. And with runners at second and third, but with 2 out, here's the 2-2 to Gonzalez.
Bounced.
Down a ball, 3-2. So a payoff pitch coming up here. Peterson on deck. You know he'd like to bat again. Garcia stares in. Ready for the 3-2 is now as he steps off. Second baseman playing pretty close to the bag. At second, there's a big hole between first and second base. Here's the 3-2. Swings and pops it up. Foul. That's going to get out of play, and we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. This inning started with a hit by pitch. Then a couple of singles and an RBI ground out. There's 2 away. And ready for another 3-2 pitch to Gonzalez. And Macias couldn't get together with his catcher. And Gonzalez steps out. Another payoff pitch. It's on the way. Swings and pops it up. Right side, first baseman coming over. On the run, can't make the catch as it falls foul, and we'll do it again at 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And the wind kept that one inside.
Yeah, and a good effort there by the first baseman.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because if there's no wind blowing, that's out of play.
Yep, definitely.
So another 3-2 count here to Gonzalez as he'll get another 3-2 pitch. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat here. Here it comes. Swings and hits one high in the air to left. Third baseman out, left fielder over, and he reaches back to make the catch. At the last minute, the Panthers get a run on 2 hits, and they leave 2 on base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 9-0 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
your vacation. Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Volt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Southwest Legacy. It's a 9-0 lead for the Panthers as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be the top of the order due up to face Gonzalez. It'll be Gia, Macias, and then Sanchez. There's a swing and a line drive single into left field for a base hit. So Gia with a single. That's only their second hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Rudy Macias.
Only the second ball put in play versus Javi.
Yeah. Yeah, he struck out the first 5 batters he faced before Tiarina grounded out back to him. And then a leadoff single here by their leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 6th. It'll bring up Macias, who's 1 for 2. He's grounded out and singled. Pitch on the way, runner goes. Throw down by Joyce. One hop, put it on him, and he got him.
And I don't understand that play.
Yeah, you're down 9-0. What are you running for? You need base runners. That run doesn't matter.
No.
So a caught stealing, that's one of the things that Whit Joyce brings to the table is his arm behind the plate.
I don't understand what the discussion is going to be here.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to talk him out of changing his mind.
Well, no. I mean, the ball one hopped him. He put the tag on. The umpire was right there on top of it. What? I just don't understand that. What do you beg? You're begging for a call right here. You're not going to get it. So 1 away. It's a 1-ball, no-strike count to Macias. All that did was waste some time.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because you can go talk to him all you want. If he would overturn his call, that would just basically say he didn't know what he was doing. So that's not going to happen. 1-0 on the way. It swung on and fouled back, a ball and a strike. He flails at that one, got a piece, and it's 1-2. You know, Mari, one of the things I've seen, I saw it happen in a playoff game a few years ago where the base umpire made the call. The coach argued. They conferred. The home plate umpire overruled the call that the first base umpire made.
At what base?
At first. Why would you do that, considering that just basically says that he had no idea what he was doing, that the man 90 feet away was able to make a call on a judgment call, nonetheless.
I've umpired quite a bit, and if you do that to me, that'd be the last time I'd umpire with you.
Yeah, that's no joke. Now it's a 3-2 count here to Macias. There's a swing and a foul back out of play, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Yeah, I couldn't believe that happened. I thought.
How does that make the umpire feel out on the bases?
Yeah. Payoff on the way. Called strike 3. Batter had thrown the bat to the dugout, thought he had a walk. Instead, he gets rung up. 6 strikeout for Gonzalez in the ball game. Second one looking, and there's 2 away. There's nothing better than when the batter thinks they have a walk and toss the bat, and the home plate umpire gives him the punch out. That'll bring up Eric Sanchez. He's been hit by a pitch, and he struck out looking. Nobody on with 2 away. Gonzalez has faced the minimum here through 2 2/3. There's a strike called with a curveball in the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Thanks in part to his catcher, Whit Joyce, who cut down Gia stealing earlier in the inning. 0-1, fouls it off to the Panther dugout, and it's 0-2. Climb the ladder with him here. Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. Swings and bounces one foul. Tried the breaking ball low. Just got a piece, and he'll stay alive 0-2.
Is that a new first baseman?
Yeah. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Fouled off. Still 0-2. That's I think that's Christian Colon. I can't tell. I can't see his number. But yeah, that is not Jake Herb in the ball game anymore.
Nope.
Pitch on the way, upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swings and fouls one out of play again, and we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Waiting on the 1-2 to Sanchez. Gonzalez trying to navigate through his 3rd inning of work. Time asked for by Sanchez. The home plate umpire grants it. One, 2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Gonzalez as he faces 9 batters, the minimum through 3. Then they get no runs on a hit, a caught stealing mixed in, and they leave nobody on base. We'll go to the 7th. Medina Valley leading 9-0. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment. And we'll actually stay here for a second because we've got an update for you on the girls' playoffs. And Maury, since you do their play-by-play, I'll let you announce it.
The by-district playoff matchup will be the Kennedy Rockets versus the Medina Valley Panthers. Game 1 will be Wednesday, April 27th, 6:30 at Edgewood Complex. Game 2 will be Thursday, April 28th at Medina Valley at 6:30 p.m. And the If Necessary game will be Friday at 6:30 p.m. at Medina Valley. So the first game is Wednesday at Edgewood Complex, and then game 2 at Medina Valley at 6:30, and game 3, if necessary, 6:30 at Medina Valley.
Well,
and remember, all 6:30 starting times, as the district games all started at 7. This playoff series will start at 7:30. At 6:30.
Maury, since you're going to Edgewood Complex, make sure you tell that woman over there hello from me.
That you love her so much?
Oh, man.
I will.
I'm glad I don't have to go over there.
She was doing her job.
No, she wasn't. I've never had anybody give me that much flack about trying to get into a stadium before to do a football game. As Macias will stay on to pitch here. We go to the 7th inning. It's 9-0 Medina Valley leading Southwest, and it'll be the top of the order due up here. It's going to be Peterson, Canack, and then Joyce. Medina Valley's out hit them 10-2, outscored them 9-0. Peterson in the ball game, 2 for 4 he'll stand in. He's popped out, struck out, doubled, and singled. First pitch to Peterson on the way, and that hit him right in the back.
That hit by pitch is sponsored by your State Farm agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Did you see him? He played that one off like it hurt him pretty good, but I don't think it did. He's still over there doing it. So Peterson hit by a pitch. He's on with nobody out.
Got a visit to the mound by
Coach. That's the 4th hit batter in the ball game by Legacy pitching. Well, that's the 3rd one that Macias has hit.
So State Farm is getting their money's worth tonight, advertising the hit by pitches.
Well, he hasn't taken the ball from Macias yet. So you wonder if...
Well, unless he's bringing in another fielder, there's nobody warming up in the dugout.
No. Well, it looks like he's going to stay in the ball game here. So Peterson will be on board. Canack is going to stand in. He's 0 for 3, and he's been hit by a pitch. Canack has had some good games batting for the Panthers. Just he's had some struggles of late. And all it takes is one to get yourself going again. Pitch on the way, and he swings and pops one foul back out of play, and it's 0-1.
Going on 2 hours and 45 minutes. And the softball game that was played this same complex lasted 55 minutes. They've been done for an hour and 45 minutes.
That pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Or 1-1 to Canack. Ready for the 1-1. It's on the way. He swings and misses late on that pitch over the outside corner. It's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes to Canack with Joyce waiting on deck for the Panthers. A runner at first with nobody out. Peterson hit by a pitch is aboard. He goes, swing and a miss.
He can't go nowhere.
Pitch was low. And the batter's out, but Peterson does swipe second. So a strikeout of Canack. That's the hat trick for him, 3 in the ball game. First strikeout for Macias since entering the ball game, and it'll bring up Whit Joyce. Joyce is 1 for 4. He's reached on errors twice, grounded out, and had an RBI double. And he takes a pitch in the dirt, 1-0. One ball, no strikes here to Joyce. Runner at second now with 1 out. Oh, tried to get out of the way, checked his swing, and hit the bat, and it's fouled off. We'll make it 1-1. You can see frustration for Witt there.
Yeah,
threw his head up.
Threw his head up, yeah.
You never like that when you know it's a ball and you're just trying to move yourself back out of the way and the bat gets in the way. Ready for the 1-1. It's on the way. Down in the dirt. 2-1. It's 50 pitches from Macias since coming into the ball game.
'88 was thrown by the starter, correct?
98.
98. Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of pitches. There's a swing and a shot into left field for a base hit. Peterson's going to score.
There's your 10 runs, Jared.
Yeah, I told y'all it'd come in the 7th when it didn't matter anymore. 10-0 is Witt Joyce with an RBI single. And it's 10-0 Medina Valley here in the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Aaron Taundry. He'll bat from the left side. Doesn't have an official at bat yet in the ball game. He takes a big rip and comes up empty 0 for 1. He's walked 3 times and he's been hit by a pitch.
2 from the left and
2
from
right.
the right. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes. Up high. Ooh. 1-2. It's a pitch that's been called a strike.
Called a strike, yes. That one, too.
Yeah.
2-2. And that hits him.
Yep. Wow.
And that hit by pitch is sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Now, is that some kind of, have you ever seen that record? Get on 5 times and 2 walks and
No.
3 walks and 2 hit by pitches?
No.
And nothing to show for it in the
Yeah,
column,
nothing
in the
to
hit
show.
column?
Yeah, not even an official at bat.
Not even in the stats. You don't even get on the stat sheet.
In your box score, it says 0 for 0. Runners at first and second now with 1 away. As this brings up Garst. He had an RBI double. He's walked twice and popped out. He's 1 for 2. He takes a strike, 0-1. We might get to see Ramirez come up again. There's a little fister out toward the third baseman. He'll play it on a hop, go to second for 1, so a fielder's choice. They do get 1 out. He goes 5-4 for the putout, and there's 2 away. So this is Connor Dillard batting. That's who came in to play first base earlier for Jake Herb.
Final from Floresville. Medina Valley takes the first loss of district play on the final game. Go to 13-1. Floresville comes away with a 7-4 victory tonight.
And Dillard will swing and miss. It's 1-1. And guys, I hate to do this, but we're going to call it a night because there's a huge fire apparently across the street from my house, and the fire department's on their way, and my wife's at home with our 6-month-old, and she's freaking out for me to come home. So we're going to call this. It's 10-0, and we're in the top of the 7th. But Maury, he rode with me here. So we've got to go.
We've decided other things are more important in this ball game.
Yeah,
and it's a family.
So sorry, guys. So hopefully Medina Valley holds on here for the win, but we're going to go because of that. And we'll